Hey, everybody. I just want to throw out a little question for you right now. What are you going to do if the power goes out? And I know I've said this time and time again through the years. It's been years, several years. And I haven't been doing a lot of videos lately, but in the past I used to just do a lot of videos on food prep and meal prep and gardening and all this stuff. But if people aren't really responding a whole lot or giving a lot of feedback, I'm not sure if you're interested, really interested or not. So, if the power goes out today, what would you do? What would you eat? How would you prepare your food? How would you see to get around? Um, you wouldn't be making any video calls, more than likely, because this wouldn't work if the power is out. And since things have changed from being able to turn on any television with the cute little antenna on the roof and watch a few stations to everybody having to be connected and linked in some sort of way, whether it be through internet or cable or whatever, all of that has caused progressive changes over time. Just like when they little by little change the ingredients that they're putting in ketchup or whatever food. Initially, it's just like, I don't really like that. But then when you keep experiencing that same thing, you become accustomed to it. And then it's like just what you expect because it's been happening, just for a long time. And when something's been happening for a long time, you forget that there were changes were made. Kind of like watching that movie 1984 or reading a book. The book is really good. By George Orwell. How there were thought police and there were people that changed how things were done. Yeah, that happens. Little by little. Like they say, it's the little foxes that destroy the vine. But what would you do? Power went out today. We know what happens when crisis comes. When it's a pandemic, we know what happens. People buying up all the toilet paper or running to the store, trying to get everything. But if you were already prepared, you wouldn't have to panic, right? Have your home prepared. That doesn't mean have it hoarded and take everything so there are no resources for other people. That means truly be prepared for things. Recently, there's been some issues with people being able to even get rice. So, rice is becoming more difficult to get. Olive oil is becoming more difficult to get because there has been an increased fungus amongst some of the plants. So the prices have gone up. The other year, I told you all about price of coffee going up because of the fungus in the plants. I try to watch what's happening with the farmers so I can know, what's coming our way. But I don't think people believe me. I even went and talked to some people that owned coffee shops. They didn't believe me either. Then the next year it was like, lo and behold, there's not a lot of coffee beans because there was fungus in the plants. And when we're seeing these great fluctuations in temperature, that impacts what's growing outside. Let alone the fact that, there are some people that are being restricted from growing the way they used to grow. Honestly, I think Honestly, I think that some people are so comfortable with just being able to go to the store day by day, get what they need. Da, 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 da. They're relying on things just being where they are when it's better to be confident in knowing what you have. And sure, I'm not saying stop going to the store because everybody needs to go to the store for something sometime. But if we prepare ourselves in our home for those times of need, when it comes up, we have what we need. If we're able to get a few extra veggies or whatever, get them when you can. You can dehydrate them and put them away so that you have it when you need it. Because then if you go back to the store and it's like, yikes, there's nothing there, then you could say, well, at least I know that at home I've dehydrated this and I can use this to make lasagnas and soups or stews or whatever. And even if the power goes out, how are you going to prepare that food? Do you have a camp stove? Do you have a grill or something that you can do that stuff outside with and have some charcoal or whatever? Do you have a little solar panel? I'm not trying to say climb up on the roof and do all of that business, but everybody can have the ability of getting one solar panel that maybe they can put up in their windowsill, and maybe getting one or two little power supply packs. If you can afford something more expensive, fine, go ahead. You live in an apartment, a condo, twin home, townhome, duplex, double bungalow, having at least those little power supply packs, it'll store up enough energy to work overnight. In the daytime, you don't really need to use it. You save that energy in the daytime. I'll just do another video on lighting and electrical if people are interested. Put a note down in the comment section or click like on the video. Thank you for watching as well, and please, if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe so that the video can get out to more people. But not everything has to be super expensive, and I've been saying this for years. But people would rather wait until the last minute when the prices get exorbitantly high, and then they say, oh, I can't afford that. Get it while it's cheap. Especially if I'm telling you what to get and where you can get it at. Come on now. Think about what you're doing. You don't wait until there's a fire to decide to go out and buy a fire extinguisher. It's something you should already have in advance. Just like if someone dies, you don't want to wait till someone dies before you think, oh, maybe I should get like some life insurance or a prepaid burial plan or whatever. Those are things, if you do it preemptively, then you already have it at a lower price so that when that thing comes up, it's not a burden on you or your family. Just a little thought I wanted to plant right there for you. I hope you're all having a great day. Please let me know what you'd like for me to show you again. Let me show you how to dehydrate vegetables again, using the food dehydrator, using the oven, the hang and dry method, packaging and storing food. What do you want me to show you? Because I've got my stuff together. I hope you have yours together, but I really question how prepared some people are because of how people react to these crises that come up. But you take care, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.